Iterators. Let's work on them. So we have some clear instructions here, which consists of 3 tasks that will help us learn how to manipulate, iterate through ArrayList, HashMap, and TreeMap. So task number 1 is to iterate over an ArrayList. Task number 2, using iterators with HashMap, and task number 3, advanced operations with TreeMap. So for task number 1, and let me work on one task at a time, and let me start by opening my BlueJ IDE for that. And go ahead and have this right over here. And let me create a new project. And what should I name this project? Okay, there's no instruction on this here. Just iterating. Okay, there's no instruction. Collections. Let me name this, I don't know, like iterating collections, I guess. Iterating collections. Let me create a new class out of it. Let me have this over here. Okay. Okay, let me create a class here. Okay, so we're gonna create an array list. Hold on, what's going on? Oh. Alright, so we're gonna create, that means I have to have a method here for this task. And what am I gonna name this method? Initialize ArrayList, I guess. Actually, no, hold on. Let me name it something else to help me better understand as I go. I'm gonna call this like this. Okay, so we should create an array list of integers. Initialize an array list and populate it with 10 random integers. Okay, initialize, so that means, okay, let's create an array list, right? An array list. An array list, and it should, of integers. An array list of integers. And what should I call this array list? Call this numbers. Numbers, and I'm going to assign this to a new array list. Oh, array list. And then and populate it with 10 random integers. Populate it. with 10 random integers. To populate it, that means we need to initialize a random. Let me use random for that as well. Random, new random. I think I have to import, no. Yeah, I have to import your and random as well. Then again, for some of you that probably know this, I can, of course, let me do this. I can, of course, just go ahead and import the whole kitchen, right? I can just, this star symbol here, or asterisk, right? This asterisk or star symbol means all, right? Means all. But then again, if you have a small program, right, you don't have to import the whole kitchen, right? If you just need a couple utensils, like maybe a fork or a knife, you don't have to import the whole kitchen. And that helps to have your program faster, because then your compiler, doesn't have to go and over huge amounts of lines and of libraries and packages and whatnot. So I'm gonna populate our we're gonna populate our list, right, with like this 10 random integers, right? And so we already know and populate with 10 random integers. Like this. So we know it's given to us the steps, so that means we can use a for loop for this, right? Because we're going to loop it, populate it with 10 random integers. We can use a for because we know that we have 10 random integers that we need to populate it, our array list with. All right, so let me do an int, right? So let me assign this integer with a 0. So as long as this integer is less than, and I think less than or equal to 10, right? We're gonna iterate. Oh, we're gonna increment. The plus plus sign here means increment. Let's go with our code here. And let me do numbers. Right, let me do numbers. We're gonna add our random here, right? Because yeah, if numbers, when we add, we're gonna add our random in our numbers array list. Yeah. So and we're gonna do like a next integer. Yeah, we're gonna do next integer show its relation. To 11, just for safe keeping your yeah, do 11 because I could do 10, but I just want to do 11 for side. I want to do 11 for now, and I'll get back to this. Right here, test this later. Okay. And we are also supposed to iterate using an iterator. So we're gonna utilize an iterator to traverse this list and print each integer. Also calculate the sum of these integers during the iteration and print the total sum after the iteration completes. Okay. Where am I? Right. So we're gonna right. Let me write the iteration. Right. Iteration using an iterator. So iteration using an iterator. And we're going to use the iterator interface. And visualize an iterator to traverse this list and print each integer. Alright, so integer. Also, I'll calculate. Okay, so let me call these. I don't know, let me just call it iterator or IT. Yeah, call these. Print each integer. Calculate the sum of each integer during the iteration and print the total sum. So we're gonna traverse this list. Oh, okay, we're gonna traverse the list. Okay, so that means numbers, right? Because we're gonna traverse the list and print each integer. Alright, so we're gonna do a iterator, right? I'm supposed to import here something. Okay, let's go ahead and import that. And let me do the integer. This is just to help me do like a sum here. Yeah, because we're gonna calculate the sum of these integers during. So we're gonna initialize some variable with 0 during some of these integers during the iteration and print the total sum. Okay, so do like this. Yeah, because I don't have. Yeah, because I don't have. Yes, it just says during the iteration. It doesn't. I don't have the amount of steps, so we use a while. Print the total sum after the iteration completes. Yeah, so after the iteration completes, so that means while. Yeah, so while the iterator, no, while the IT, right? Yeah, so while the let me help out here to not confuse anybody. This is it here, the IT, but just for better clarity, I'm just gonna write your iterator, but this is what I'm referring to. So while the iterator has next, where I wanna know its relationship to while iterator has next, right? Utilizing it for traverse, right? We're gonna traverse this list. Yeah, so we're gonna traverse this list and print each integer during the iteration print the total sum. Iterator. Yeah. Yeah, while it has next. So yeah, so this iterator is gonna traverse in this array list. And so as long as it has next, right? If it has while it has next. This is yeah, so while it has next. And it checks to see if it has next. I could be wrong though. And we're gonna have yeah, I'm gonna call this number, and we're gonna see if it is next year. And I'm gonna print out here the total sum of each iteration. Right. Gonna see print the total sum of the iteration. We're gonna do that before. Right. Yeah. I'm gonna print out this num, and I'm also gonna do like this I'm gonna do like the sum. That means that we're gonna have a yeah, because in the sum next. All right, let me do yeah, and let me also do a system dot I'm gonna do like a total sum here. And also yeah, that's to iterate. So while that is working, as you do, yeah, and then we're gonna work on our modification. Let me do this here. Let me probably do something like this. And this is 1.2. And this is gonna be modification. We're gonna attempt to add and remove items from, so attempt to add and remove items from the list using both the iterators remove, so both the iterators remove method and the list add and remove methods during iteration. During iteration to note and comment on the differences in behavior. So iterators remove. Right. And all right, so during iteration to know the comments, so we just use a while here real quick, and I'm gonna iterate here. Um, so it's just gonna be with the num. Would be iterator. Next method, yeah. And we will do so attempt to add and remove items from the list using both the iterators. Click within that. Because you know what, I can even just do this. Hold on. I just realized here while I was going through, not that it matters, but yeah. And I'm just gonna continue. But we're gonna have to test this later. But anyways, so if num, let me do like like the quotient, I think, which is equal to 0, right? So the quotient of num is 0, or in this case, the remainder, the quotient of num. Wait, is it a quotient? Is that how we say? The remaining quotient, I guess. But yeah, the remaining quotient of num divided by 2. Zero. What this means essentially for some of you that are probably new, it just means that it's just to guarantee if just to certify to check if num has no remainders. Yeah, and so I'm gonna do a I'm gonna do an iterator. I'm gonna remove clarity. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I believe that safely removes it. We're safely removing. Let me see here. Yeah. Iterators remove. because yeah, just testing out something here. Because if not, we can test this out. I believe this will work. And let me, but I'll come test this later. We want to save, right? I'm using an iterator here. What's going on here? Anyways, and yeah, looks good. I will do this over here. Line right. Just to see if this is actually working. What should I name this? What should I print? Something like a modified. A modified list. Yeah, like a modified list. And and let's see. Okay. So far, so good. Looks good, I believe. Let me run something quick here. Oh, I need a main here. Hold on. Just see this thing. Okay, we have all right, let me fix this real quick here. The visual UI. Let me see what's working, what's not working. All right, so we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so it prints out 11, right? This is 11 integers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Let me just 10 here. Go ahead and compile this again. Let me run this. And that should be 11 now, 10 now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so that's 10. Those are 10 integers, and so our 1.1 works. A total sum here, I have to have this spaced out as well. Let me do this on a new line here. Yeah, let me do this on a new line. And let me add your modify. Let me do this like, let me add you the numbers. Let's compile that. Let's see the difference now. All right, so we have. Hold on. Let me see if I should print anything here. Um, let me do. Let me do like a random number. Random numbers, right? Let me see total sum of random numbers, and then uh, hold on. Let me compile this here. I want to see something real quick here. So we have our task one essentially working. I don't see. Why don't we safely removal? I know we can add, but I'm gonna do that later. I just want to make sure that this part here is actually working properly. Because here it says attempt to add and remove. Yeah, I attempted to add, remove, but I want to understand something. I want to add. Let me see. What should I do? So total sum of random numbers, and where am I right now? Okay. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are 10 random numbers. And let me use my calculator for this. So we're gonna do a 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 4 plus 5 plus 8 and plus 7 gives us 30. So that is correct. And then we modified lists as well. And that also, let me see here. Wait. So if the total sum of the random numbers is 30, and I want to test something real quick here. Let me do something here real quick here. That should be 15. And there's no remainder. There's no remainder. That also implies that, let me see here. Yeah, so our modified list is now. So it's giving us odd numbers and not, or it's giving us the odd numbers of our list and not our even numbers. Because we check to see if our num has no remainder, then we remove. So it goes to say, let me do something here. So say you wanna, I mean, it's working. Don't get me wrong, but We can get to this later. We can work more on this later. But so far, our program is working. Just want to see something here, something that's bugging my mind. I just want to figure it out. I want to figure it out something here real quick. I think we can also do. We can also add if, but I wanna try something. But I'm gonna try this later. But so far, this is working. Let me check that one more time. Yeah, that is correct. So 3-in-1 modified list. Yeah. Let me have this over here. Actually, let me just like this. Let me do something here real quick. Where is this? Do something here. Let me write. I'm just trying something out here real quick. Don't mind me here. Just trying something out here. So since we have odd numbers returning, right? Yeah. Let me just want to see something. How are we gonna print out here? All right. So we have odd numbers. No, that is definitely not correct. Oh, this is the list here. And then for instance, okay, I just wanted to try out something here. Wanted to see, but I know why that is happening. So we can delete that, compile that. Okay, so moving on to our task 2, and for our task 2, let's go and do this over here. Compile this over here. So for our task 2, we are gonna. Am I missing something here? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, actually out of it. Sorry for that. All right, we have our public static. I'm gonna call this task 2. And for task 2, we are going to initialize a hash map, right? All right, so so we're going to initialize a hash map where the key is a string representing a category, Oh, category. Okay, and the value is an integer. Value is an integer populated with at least 5 entries. Example, books. So 12 books. And movies, 8 movies. All right, so we're gonna have a hash map, right? We're gonna initialize them. Well, the key is a string. So the key is a string and the value is an integer. Okay, so the key is a string and the value is the integer. Integer, right? I got that right? Okay, integer, yeah. Integer. Let me call this. What should we call this? It doesn't say. Um, so what is this? I don't know. Storage, inventory, stock. Uh, represent categories. I don't know, let's just say inventory. So inventory, right? And say so for new hash map and let me do this here. 2.1. Or maybe actually let me do it like this. Task one. Let me actually call this array list. I don't know why I'm saying this. I'm gonna say this is task one instead here. Yeah, this is something much better. And I'm gonna do the same here. Task two. We're gonna call this hash map. We're gonna call this hash map. Yeah, we'll say this hash map here, and then we're gonna call this ArrayList here. Now we're gonna import this here. Oh, typo, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, so moving forward, moving on, and so we gotta create and populate a hash map, right? Let me do this like this. Oh yeah, let me just do it like this. We're gonna populate it here, and then we're gonna so populate it with populate what? Populated with at least 5 entries. So let's put here just something like this. With at least 5 entries. That is 5. And let me call these books. And 12 for so like 12 books, I believe. And we're gonna have what's wrong now? I think I have to import the hash map util, yeah. Okay, that is correct here. So we have we have movies. I'm controlling the time here as well because they're around, I think, yeah, 9 p.m. Trying to watch the the Formula One race in Australia. So I'm just trying to follow with the time zone. Yeah, so I'm a Formula One fan, and so just trying to make sure that I get to watch it all the way here from the States. Uh, so movies, books, right? Movies 8. What else? Let me think here. Games and electronics. I think. Let me see. Electronics, maybe. Yeah, electronics. Electronics and clothing, I guess. Clothing. I hope that's how you write it. Electronics here. And let me have like. We have 10. I don't know. And then 5 year. Let me add 26. Okay. And all right. And then we're gonna iterate over the hash map. Iterate over the hash map. So use an iterator over the entry set of the map to print each key value pair. Okay, so we're gonna do this like an iterator. Yeah, use an iterator. Yeah, iterator. So over the entry set of the map, over the entry set. And that means I have to have a map here. Entry, right? Because we're using entry. And what's my key here? Oh, so what's the key? The key is string. Okay, let's see. The key is string, and the value is integer. And call this. Yeah, map iterator. And yeah, it's going to go over the inventory, right? And the entry sets, right? Okay, that's a long one. It's a long line. And so just say iterate over the entry set of the map to print each key value pair. So let's just use while, and we're gonna do like a map iterator, All right. I'm gonna check your relationship you have has next. And we want to know our map entry, right? String to integer. I'm gonna call this entry here. And dot next. Let me try and extend this here. Yeah, so Yeah. And let me do so I want to make sure that we get the output here. So we're gonna print each key value pair. So we're gonna get key and get value operations for this instruction. Let me do a print line here. We're gonna use entry dot get key, right? And then I'll do a plus. How should I print this? So the key plus and the value. Okay, let me get ready. Yeah, we're gonna print it over. So during iteration, okay, let's do modified values of some entries. Example, increase the count of an item and use the iterators remove method to remove an entry safely. So like values. Oh, values. Okay, the values. Anyway. So let's see if we can get this done by 8:50. Cause I'm trying to watch the Formula One race. Modify values during iteration. Modify values during iteration, right? Okay. So values. Increase the count of an item in the use and use the iterators remove method to remove an entry safely. Let me import here. Package map does not exist. I believe I should import map. How do I import map? Java.util .map. Okay, we fixed that. So let me see. Do like an if entry, right? So if the, should I give the entry so entries, that means that I what am I gonna use for an example here? Books. Let me just use books. So if books so books entry dot we go like this, right? Because if that's the entry, then we set the value. we set the value to we want get this value, and then let's do +1. All right, so we're gonna set the value because entry to remove an entry method to remove an entry safely, right? I'm going to increase let's see, books count safely. Safely. Yeah. And an entry using an iterator. And then we're gonna do like if here. Let me go ahead and remove what I'm gonna remove electronics. Yeah, let me. So if you go electronics, I'm gonna do a entry. Actually, no. I'm gonna do a map. All right. Just wanna make sure that it gets to the map here. All right, and let me go ahead and save that. And so that is let me do a let me write updated inventory. So our hash map. Okay, so clothing. All right, let's see how it works here. So books, we increase the books count safely from 12 to 13 books now. And clothing 26, games 10, electronics was removed from the entry safely. So there's no electronics in this list, and then we have books, 13 movies. All right, yeah. Um, yeah. So our hash map seems to be working, or seems to be functioning properly, or as expected. I'm going to clear that, and that's it. Oh, okay. Task 3. All right, let's go for task 3 here, and let's go for our task 3 over here. Uh, oh, task 3. No, it's tree map. Let me do like tree map. Task 3. Okay, and what we have here. Iterate over the hash map. This is gonna be, and then uh, 2.3, 2.3. All right. Do something like this. So, what do we have here? So we have create a tree map where keys are months, strings, and values are strings, and values are average temperatures. Look, I'm a huge Formula One fan. I usually don't. It's my first time anyway, so I usually don't do this. I don't usually interrupt videos, but if it gets to the time, I'm gonna have to pause, and we're gonna have to continue part two wherever I left off. So I'm gonna try my very best here to finish in 10 minutes. So, or do what I can do in 10 minutes. So bear with me now. All right. So public static void tree map and tree map creation and population. So create a tree map where keys are months. All right. So create a tree map where we're working on this here. Oh, sorry, we're working here. Right over here. This is 3.1. All right, so tree map, right? Strings and doubles. Okay. And values are average temperatures, right? Temperatures. Populated with data for at least 6 months. For at least 6 months. So we need 6 months and some average in values or average temperatures. Okay, we go with populate our tree map, right? So let me do like this. populates and creates. Okay. All right, so we're gonna populate our tree map, and let me import the tree map util. Okay. Okay. And again, I know it's a lot of imports, but it, still will run faster than if you import the whole kitchen, right? Imagine this, like you get your fork, your spoon, your knife, your cup, your plate, and I don't know, like another fork or spoon, like a spoon. So we're not getting the pot, the pan, uh, the I don't know, whatever, So the kitchen essentially. All right, so we're gonna populate this temperatures, right? I'm gonna put here let me do this like this, and I'm gonna stop here at populates, and we're gonna proceed. We're gonna continue in part 2 in just a moment. What did he say? 6 months. Okay, so we're gonna have January. So let me have I don't know, 30. We're gonna have February. This is my month, by the way. It's my month. And you know what, let me actually, since it's my month, let me have it as my birthday. So I am, how do I write this? How do I write my birthday? Let me do the month first, right? Well, it would be, well, the month is already here, so let me do, so the month, right? But then let me do 24, but 2 for the month, and let me do 1 for the day. So that's my birthday, February 1st. And let's have here March, right? And I don't know, like 45, 45.9. And April, we're gonna have 55.32. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have your May. And for May, we're gonna have 66.7. And we're gonna have your June, which is the 6th month, so I know that they should come out. And for June, we're gonna have 75 point. Let me see, 75.4. Let me go with 4. All right, so we populated our tree map, and I'm just gonna leave this here for part 2 of our video, right?